You've seen the thumbnail, you've seen the title. I am going to be reading The Raven Cycle. And I have very high expectations, but I'm also incredibly terrified because these books are so incredibly hyped. I am hoping that these books will change my life and will become one of my all-time new favorites. But I'm kind of scared that I'm late to the party in the sense that would I have enjoyed these so much more if I'd read them back in 2018 or back in 2016? Would that have been, when did these books come out? Oh, this book came out in 2012. That is 12 years ago. Am I missing out by not having read these 12 years ago, even 10 years ago, even 5 years ago? I do have a little confession though. I have read the first book already. I'm going to reread the first book because I think it's only fair given the fact that I have a very bad memory and I remember a lot from it. No, I remember details from it. This video will contain spoilers, just by the way. I will be going through the 4 books and giving you my honest and true opinion as I read them and my live reactions as well, hopefully. I remember our main character is named Blue and her family, they're like witches, but not witches. They are like, they can tell things. They remind me a lot of my mom. um, they can tell the future. They do little spells. I think they work as like oracles. They can predict stuff. They can read the palm of your hand. They can read your cards. They'll let you know what's coming. And I think one of the big things is they're able to tell who's going to die that year or that month or something like that. And they help people finish loose ends before their time comes. Is that right? Something to do with Scottish old gods, Gaelic gods, and ley-lines. Waking up a god. They want to wake up a god. So let's go ahead and read the blurb. Every year, Blue Sergeant stands next to her clairvoyant mother as the soon-to-be dead walk past. Blue never sees them until this year, when a boy emerges from the dark and speaks to her. His name is Gansey, a rich student at Aglionby? Fantasy folks. I have no idea how to pronounce that school name. Aglionby? That sounds wrong. Okay. Maybe I should get the audiobook just so that I can correct that in my own head, but okay. The local private school. Okay, check, got that right. Blue has a policy of staying away from Aglionby boys. Can we start calling them Raven boys? Known as Raven boys. Okay, they can only mean trouble. But Blue is drawn to Gansey. Also, what the hell is Gansey? What is that? What is that name? Please give characters like nicer names. Blue is okay. Blue is cool. Gansey? If your name is Gansey, I'm so sorry. But Blue is drawn to Gansey in a way she can't entirely explain. He is on a quest that has encompassed 3 other Raven boys. Adam, the scholarship student who resents the privilege around him. Ronan, the fierce soul whose emotions range from anger to despair. Ooh, we get a bad boy, of course. And Noah, the taciturn watcher who notices many things but says very little. For as long as she can remember, Blue has been warned that she will cause her true love to die. She doesn't believe in true love and never thought this would be a problem. But as her life becomes caught up in the strange and sinister world of the Raven Boys, she's not so sure anymore. Okay, I'm excited. I'm hoping this will make me feel like I'm 17 again, and I can already see myself falling in love with these boys. These 4 Raven boys, except for Gansey. I don't know, I just can't do with that name. Let's go ahead and start it, I guess. Oh my god. The Raven boys. It also has such a early 2010s cover. I love it. I guess I'm just gonna sit here and read a little bit and I'll give you an update once I have some thoughts. I have my cup of tea. I don't really have much else to do today. I mean, I should study. I should really study, but we have the Raven Boys to read, so I am prioritizing that. switching point of view, and I don't know why I remember it being all from Blue's point of view, but once again, that's just my memory proving me wrong. We have Blue, whose mom is clairvoyant, and her aunts as well, and she lives in this really funky, fun house where she's treated very much like an adult. She has a part-time job to help, and she goes to school, and her mom is this really witchy, hippie, all of them are. And it seems like a really fun house. And then we have the Raven Boys, the rich Raven Boys, apart from Adam. Adam is there on a scholarship. He's a bit of a misfit in his group. He doesn't feel like he belongs or that he deserves to have been adopted by these other three very rich, very privileged boys. Gansey is, as I had suspected or predicted or remembered, um, the leader of the group somewhat. And they live off campus in this huge building that he bought and is kind of falling apart, but it's perfect for four teenage boys that want to be independent. So they don't live at home, which is like, okay, how is that legal? He is the one that is obsessed with ley lines and the myth and folklore of long lost Scottish kings that have been asleep for years, for hundreds and hundreds of years. And if you wake them up, they will grant you a favor. So he is on the search for these ley lines. And on his search, one day he hears his own voice saying his name coming from his radio. Really weird, kind of creepy, kind of eerie. And this happened when Blue went with her aunt to the cemetery. They have this tradition where they go to the cemetery on this specific day and they wait for all the ghosts to pass through, get their names to write down, and that way they can reach out to certain people and offer them help or just kind of let them know, like, hey, you're going to die this year. Um, if you want to do things before you die, here's your chance. And Blue, even though she's never had clairvoyant powers, she has the power of basically magnifying everyone's power around her. So her aunt takes her with her to make it easier for her to communicate with the ghosts. Blue, however, has never been able to see them except for this one night, of course, when she sees Gansey. He comes up to her, which means he's gonna die at some point this year, and he tells her his name, and that's the name that then Gansey hears through the radio. So is Gansey her true love? Is she gonna kill him? I feel like there's gonna be a bit of a twist here. It's not gonna be Gansey that she falls in love with, right? It's gonna be Ronan or Adam. I don't think Noah. Noah is our fourth boy, and he is very shy, very quiet, may or may not be fully human. I feel like I remember that. He's half something. I really like him though. I think so far he's my favorite. Either him or Adam. We shall see. Ronan is your classic bad boy. He comes from a very rich family. Him and his elder brother are enemies, rivals, hate each other. Their father died a couple years back, I believe, and Ronan was the one to find him. And it affected both brothers in very different ways. Ronan went dark. He shaved his head. He got a $900 tattoo just to piss off his brother. And his older brother turned into this perfect boy, perfect rich boy with perfect grades and perfect girlfriends. So that's where we're at so far. I'm guessing somehow they're gonna prevent Gansey's death, or if he does die, he's gonna come back. Because there's no way they're gonna kill off one of our main characters in the first book, right? Right? Little update here. Sorry for the lighting. It's very late at night, and I wasn't able to read anything else for the rest of the day, so I just go back to it. I'm still on chapter 5 right now, 14% in, and you can tell that this book was written in 2012 because I don't think that the sentence that I just read would have been published if it had been written in 2024. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm literally a couple pages later, but why is it always Costa Rica? I'm gonna have to start documenting it every time Costa Rica is just casually thrown into a book as a place the main character wants to escape to. Also, scale-crested pygmy tyrants are really cute. I'll insert a picture. Okay, I am so sorry for these awful updates. I am giggling, guys. I am giggling. This book is definitely making me feel like I'm 16 again, and I'm loving it. I don't think I had this same reaction the first time around I read it, and I think I just wasn't in the right mood for it, but this is what I've been wanting. This is what I've been needing. I've been struggling so much with young adult lately, and I really thought I was just done with the genre. No. I just hadn't found the right one. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon because I get excited with books and then they let me down. But I have high hopes. These books are so hyped. I have no words. I am having a day of days, a morning of mornings. At least I got my nails done. Spooky vibes for Halloween. Love that. I love my nail lady. It was needed. Just not like the nails matter or anything, but it helped calm me down because I had a little breakdown moment where I was crying in the middle of the street. But I've got cake and I've got my Raven boys. So I am determined to make today, not a good day, at least a better day. A very disheveled update. I have so many things to say. I also did walk home in the rain, so I apologize for, how I look. But yeah, I don't know. It's just been a bit of a crazy day. But anyways, I'm 38% in the Raven Boys, and I am loving it. I love Adam. I love Ronan. I love Gansey. We still haven't gotten to know Noah very well, but I know it's coming because I remember really liking his character first time around I read it. I love Blue. I love Mauda. How do you pronounce Blue's mom's name? I don't know. I love Persephone. I love Kala. God, I suck at pronouncing names, but I love all the characters except for freaking Welk or whatever his name is, the teacher. Bad vibes with that guy. Very bad vibes. The dynamics between the Raven boys are becoming clearer, and I know that Blue is meant to fall in love with Gansey, but what about Adam? I love Adam. Adam. I don't know. God, I am struggling with pronunciation today, but I really like him. I'm gonna go ahead and read more from the Raven Boys, and I'll give you guys an update. Probably more like once I'm 70% through. We'll see. Okay, hey, update time. I'm 42% through the book. Also apologize for you know what? We're ignoring my hair and we're ignoring this giant sit on my face. I'm about to head to class, so I should probably stop reading right now. But it's getting so good. Blue's aunt Neve is in town and she just revealed that Henrietta, the town that they live in, is actually on a ley line, which is the same as the Corpse Road. So Gansey is right. That's where the ley line is, and they're looking for Glandower. Part of me really wishes I had read these back in high school because I think I would have been head over heels obsessed with the boys and with these books. There's just something different about experiencing these kind of books as a teenager, and I am kind of upset that I missed out on the Ribbon Boys back in high school. But I'm gonna enjoy them as much as possible, and I'm here for it. So that's my update so far. I'm probably gonna go ahead and finish the book and give you an update at the end just so this vlog is not incredibly long because we have 3 more books to get through after this one. But I have them all on my Kindle now, so I'm ready. I have no words. I have the chills and I am tearing up. This book, so good. I had forgotten. Okay, I'm trying not to cry. I don't even know why I'm crying. It's not sad. Well, it is, but I have teared up twice and I have laughed so much. But I had forgotten about Noah. See, at the beginning of this vlog, I mentioned that I remember Noah was not fully human. I think I was getting him confused with a character from the Alice 6. And I was wrong. Noah is a ghost of the, oh my god, the plot twist. I'm gonna continue reading because I'm 66% through. I'll probably finish this book. Probably I should not tonight, probably tomorrow morning. Maybe tonight, even though I should go to bed. And I'll give you an update once I finish it tomorrow, but so good. It's the next day. I did stay up until about 1 in the morning to finish the book. I'm in a bit of a rush, but I want to talk about it whilst it was still fresh. I don't even know what to say. I loved it. I am just so glad that I was able to find a young adult series that I love this much. I have not felt this way about a series or like characters probably since Six of Crows, and that was back in 2020, 2019, around that time. It was so good. The ending was so good. The plot twists and the way that it ends also feels very like it wrapped up well, but it also leaves a perfect opening for the second novel. So I'm so excited to continue. I'm probably gonna dive straight into that tonight. And yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm loving it. I love the Raven Boys. I love Gansey, and I love Blue and Adam. Oh my god, what happened to Adam, guys? Like, oh, I'm struggling with my glasses today. I don't know what's going on with Adam. And Ronan. Okay, spoilers. I know there's been spoilers everywhere, but Ronan pulled out Chainsaw from his dreams. The next book is called The Dream Thieves, I believe, and I don't know where this magic is going, but I'm loving it. That's my update. I'm gonna go ahead and start The Dream Thieves, and I'm so excited. I'm sorry if you can hear the rain in the background. It's pouring right now, but can we talk about Ronan? He can pull stuff out of his dreams. A bad boy with tattoos that can do magic? I am definitely invested. I promise one day I'll get good lighting so that I can give you proper updates. But I am 17% into the book, and I love how Maggie, the author, manages to encapsulate each of the characters so well in such little snippets, if that makes sense. Like, they'll all be having a tiny little conversation, and each dialogue by each character is just so them in such a unique and them. I'm not explaining myself well right now. I'm sorry, words are not working. If you've read the books, then I think you would understand, like, the way that they talk and how they react to things is just so niche to each character. I hope that makes sense. Also, I love Ronan. He is a bit of an ass, but I find him so funny, and I love his friendship with Noah. 37% into the book, and guys, what is going on? How is it already better than the first book? And the first book was a 5-star, like 5 out of 5, 100 out of 5, one of my new all-time favorite books. And the second book is better. And not, it's just because I know the characters. I got to love them in the first book, and now we're developing them more. Ronan, we're getting to know so much more about Ronan. We're exploring his history. We're exploring the fact that he's a dream thief or a Grey Warren, whatever you want to call it. It hasn't been explained yet as to why he can pull stuff out of his dreams and why his dad was the same. And his dad pulled his mother, like his dad pulled his wife, Ronan's mother, out of his fucking dreams. And so when someone dies, Kala, one of Blue's aunts, they're not her real aunts, but you know, she confirms that when someone dies, whatever they pulled out of their dreams were a part of them, but they don't die, they just stop, they just freeze, they just stay like frozen as what they were pulled out as. So oh my god, I'm all over the place. It's just, this book is crazy. So Ronan's mom and a bunch of things, like all of the cows at the farm and a random bird and like things that were alive that his dad pulled out just stopped. And they're just like frozen in time, asleep. They need a dreamer to be able to be awake, which is such a cool magic concept. And Ronan pulling out his nightmares and them attacking him. The amount of trauma that this boy has gone through, he just needs help. Like, he just needs therapy. Also, I freaking love Gansey, and I can see that romance blooming between Blue and Gansey. And I really feel for Adam, but he has changed so much. And gosh, they all just need help. And I'm obsessed. I'm absolutely obsessed. And I could talk about this book for hours on end. I cannot believe I'm not even halfway done with the book, and so much has already happened. I am scared. I am excited. Let's see what happens. I finished the book about an hour or so ago, and I've just been trying to sit with it and wrap my thoughts around it. I think I cried probably 3 or 4 times. I'm still in shock about the fact that it's somehow better than the first one, and the first one was perfection. So I understand the hype now. Noah's and Blue's kiss broke me. I was a mess. Ronan finally coming to terms with his night horrors and understanding what they represent. The little orphan girl in Cabot's water in his dreams. Adam, I really feel for Adam. He has changed so much, and that sacrifice he made for Cabot's water, the forest, I don't know how to pronounce it. It really changed him, and I really feel for him. God, they all just need so much therapy. Even the Gray Man, can we talk about the Gray Man? I did not see his character development going that way, and I'm glad it did. I ended up liking him in the end, kind of. I don't know. He did kill Ronan's dad, so. But I'm really glad that Blue kept reminding Mora about Butternut, because let's not forget Butternut. If you have not read these books, everything I've said so far makes absolutely no sense. Also, Ronan is gay, which I saw coming, and I was so hopeful because this is a 2012 book. I love him so much. I'm so glad we're getting more of him and character and seeing him grow and heal through a lot. And
his relationship with his little brother and his mother. Like, he brought her back to life because he brought her to Cabaswater, so she now has a dreamer again, which is just so freaking cool. The magic in this book blew me away. A thunderstorm is coming, a pretty big one. I can, you know, when you can smell it in the air? It's brewing. Oh, the whole arc with Kavinsky and Ronan. Gosh. Okay. Kavinsky is an asshole, but I really feel for him, and once again, these characters just need so much therapy. And that ending was just heartbreaking. And the pretend kiss between Blue and Gansey also broke me and brought me to tears. Also, this book was so funny. I cried so many times, but I laughed so much. This book was hilarious. I was squealing and giggling and just full on cackling at certain parts. Like, so good. So yeah, I'm a mess. I don't really know what else to say. I love this book. Also, Mora is underground. And of course Maggie Stiefvater had the her last name's German. How do you pronounce her last name? I don't know. Of course she has the audacity to end it with Glendor is underground and so am I. Has Mora gone to search for Glendor? But is Glendor Blue's dad? I don't think so, but there's something there. Blue's dad is underground as well, right? He's somehow connected to the Lee line. He has a Welsh old name. Mora had hinted about, or it was made very clear that he was different and not in his correct timeline. So is he maybe one of the soldiers of Glendower? Like, what? These books are so good too because I have no idea what's about to happen. I have no idea, and I'm okay with that. Okay, let's go ahead and start Blue Lily and Lily Blue. I know I said I wouldn't film updates like this again, and yet here I am. I started Blue Lily Blue a couple hours ago, and I'm 40% into the book. And I just have 3 things to say. If by the end of the series, Ronan and Adam are not together, Noah is not alive, and Gansey and Blue have not kissed without him dying, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I care about these characters so much more than I expected, and it's not okay. I'm not okay. I started reading it as soon as I sat down with my dinner and then just didn't stop. I could not put it down. Every chapter felt like it ended on a cliffhanger, and there was no way I was gonna stop. And so I ended up serving myself a big bowl of ice cream, making myself like 3 mugs of tea in the span of like 6 hours, and just finishing the book in one go. I don't even think I've had enough time to process the emotional turmoil, the roller coaster that book was. Another 5 stars, another favorite for sure. And I don't even know how to feel. These characters need so much therapy. They're not okay. They both need so much therapy. You're telling me that Ronan has seen himself die multiple times? Guys, like, having your nightmares come to life, the magic in this book, the creepiness some parts were spooking me the hell out, especially at 1 in the morning when they went into the haunted, cursed cave. And Persephone's death, that conversation with her and Adam on the rocking chairs, it felt off. And I immediately got this sense of dread, and then it just happened. And I think you can tell these are not just bags from the fact that I slept about 4 hours, they're also bags from the fact that I cried so much. I feel like these updates are getting shorter and shorter for each book. I'm left speechless. I don't really know what to say. I don't really have much to say apart from the fact that I absolutely love these books and absolutely love these characters. This is also a little tiny side rant. I know this is a Raven Cycle vlog, but the fact that I read Blue Lily, Lily Blue in the same 24 hours that arc 2 of season 2 of Arcane came out. If you are also a fan of Arcane, then you will understand how much of a tragic, emotional wreck I was for those 24 hours. To have to go through arc 2 of season 2 of Arcane, basically me crying for 2 hours straight, and I may or may not have watched them twice in the same day. So yes, I did watch about 4 hours of Arcane because I am that unhinged. And I needed to sit with those scenes for longer. I needed to rewatch them. These are the last 2 weeks of the semester, and what I should be doing is prioritizing my studies. And here I am watching Arcane back to back, and then reading Blue Lily Lily Blue, which also took me about 6 hours. Just like, I had to cook in between and do human. Who am I kidding? All I did in between was cook and eat. And honestly, those 12 hours of my life have been, I would not change them for anything. Um, I don't know what that says about me, but the end of the semester is always rough, and the weather has been shit. But to have Arcane and to have the Raven Cycle, it's the little things in life. And these two beautiful stories have saved this month for me and kind of this year. So yeah, that's my update. I think I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a break before I start the Raven King because it's the last one, and I am not so sure how I'm feeling about that. I am not ready for it to be over. I'm not ready to say goodbye to these characters. I'm not ready to say goodbye to this world. I am terrified about what's going to happen in the last book. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a break. I will include little snippets of Blue Lily, Lily Blue that made me shriek and laugh and cry and just. I'll see you for the Raven King. I started the Raven King last night, and I'm about 2, 3, 4, 5, couple chapters in, and I am so upset. This is the last one. I don't know how to feel. So yeah, so far we have set the scene. I love that Mora and Kyla and even our Artemis, what's his name? Blue's dad, and Gwendolyn. No, that's not her name. The one they woke up, the one that's a bit cuckoo. Oh gosh, can you tell I suck at names? They woke her up too. And they're all working together along with Jimmy and Orla to try and figure out how to save Gansey. Because even Gansey knows that he's dying. Guys, everyone knows that he's gonna die this year. No one's talking about it.
with him, and he knows and he's aware of it. I'm not ready for the emotional turmoil and devastation this book is going to put me through. I guess let's go ahead and keep reading. I'll give you an update once I have more thought. Oh, Ronan. Ronan? I think Ronan might be my favorite, guys. Okay, I need to update this video because I haven't been able to for a while now, but I finished the Raven King a couple days ago. I'm right now walking through my mom's backyard, which is kind of like woods, and technically working, but I finished the Raven King. I finished the Raven King. The fact that the Raven cycle is over, I don't know what to do with my life anymore. I am just so happy. Adam and Ronan are my favorite couple ever. I love them so much. Gansey and Blue got their happy ending. I love Henry. He was a bit of a new addition to the end of the book, but I did end up really liking him. Ooh, we're losing light quickly. However, I'm kind of upset that we didn't get a proper goodbye for Noah. I don't know. I already feel like I need to reread them. What am I gonna do? The Raven cycle's over. I read it all in like 2 days, and so I definitely feel like I need to reread them to wrap my head and my thoughts around these books. But I understand the hype. I am absolutely obsessed. I may or may not already be planning a Raven cycle tattoo. Yeah, I don't really even know what to say. This video might just end here because I am flabbergasted. I am awed. I love them. I love them. This is one of my new all-time favorite book series. Yeah, they're just so good. They were so good, and I don't really know what else to say. I understand the hype. I am so glad that I read them. And I will forever love the Ribbon Boys now. And I'm so ready to reread them at some point next year. I know it's gonna be one of those book series that I reread over and over and over again because they're just so freaking good, at least for me. So yeah, this might just be the end of the video, guys. I don't really know what else to say. For now, I think we're gonna leave it here, and I'll just end the video with a little clip of the sky because it's stunning right now.